three kind of inflammation in the rife. They are all 36 minutes. How can we know what is each frequency for and for what organ? I'm not exactly sure what you're asking. Are three programs for inflammation in the rife? I'm not positive what you're asking there. But let's talk about rife programs running other programs for a second. So let's say I have a sinus infection or you have inflammation. Well, what program should I run? Well, if there's an inflammation program, you could try that. If there's a swelling program, you could try that. I have sinus infections. Oh goodness, there's 4 or 5 sinus infection programs. So which one should I use? The answer is these are frequencies. They're different frequency sets that practitioners like me have created that have worked for some people. So try them. You just have to try all of them. Try them at different times, and you have to try them more than once. I ran the stubborn sinus program and it didn't help at all. Run it again. Run it 3 or 4 times. It's still not helping. Well, maybe run a different sinus program. It's still not helping. Well, maybe run a bacterial program. Maybe run a virus program. So you kind of have to think through this a little bit. Don't feel bad about trying different things. So these are frequencies. So a frequency may really help you and may for one thing, and it might not help you for something else that's similar to that. That's why there's multiple programs for strep infection. Why are there multiple programs? Because there's not just one frequency for strep. So you want to run these different programs and experiment with them and try them. That's why I think these should be your first go-to. So it's not a cure-all. It should be your first go-to with any symptom that you have. A long time ago, I probably haven't shared it for a while, that, oh gosh, it was like 8, 9 years ago. I had a frozen shoulder. I hurt my left shoulder really bad lifting weights, and I couldn't move my arm. I couldn't move my shoulder. I had my arm in a sling for 2 weeks. I didn't even think to use the rife machine. Why? Because it's my shoulder. I damaged my rotator cuff or whatever I damaged in there. I thought I was going to have to go and do surgery. Finally, my wife said, you just need to call an orthopedic surgeon and go in. You're being so stupid here in your stubbornness. Okay, I can be an extremely stubborn person. So, and then my colleague at the time, this doctor that I had working for me, said, why don't you run the rife? And try the accelerated healing program. I did that first one thing that I had and it worked. I thought, to be honest with you, I never even thought of it. It never even crossed my mind to run the rife for my damaged shoulder because I thought I tore my rotator cuff. I was pretty sure I had torn it. My arm was in a sling. I was taking Tylenol every 3 hours during the day, and I never take Tylenol. So that's how painful it was. I ran the accelerated healing program, which is in the normalizing frequency folder of your rife. It took my pain away completely. And how I knew it is that, first of all, I didn't have pain because I was taking Tylenol every 3 hours and I had to take it otherwise my pain ramped up. I forgot to take Tylenol because I didn't have the pain because the program fixed it. I still don't know physiologically how that worked. But I ran it one time. This is before I had a rife at home. I didn't even have a rife at home at that time. So it had been 9 years ago. And I ran it at the office. I ran the accelerated healing program, which is about an hour and a half. Um, I still kept my arm in a sling because I was convinced if I take this out of my sling, it's just going to go yee and just give me a zinger. And I thought, I'm just going to keep it in a sling. Friday, I was at home. I still kept it in the sling, and I thought, this is really stupid. My pain is gone. I gotta take the sling off. So I took the sling off Friday afternoon, and my arm was still stuck in that sling position because it'd been like that for 2 weeks. And I slowly, by Saturday, I was kind of putting my arm down by my side and slowly moving it because I was convinced it was just going to flare up again and be back to the way it was. And I was convincing my brain that I guess I'll just hold my arm in a sling position the rest of my life to be out of pain. But slowly moved it around. The pain never came back. I did the program again Monday when I came in the office, and I think I did it one more time. The pain's never returned. I can lift weights. I don't have any problems with my left shoulder. Um, I don't know how it fixed it. Maybe it just blocked the pain cycle enough that it healed, but I can't believe that's the truth because Tylenol blocked the pain cycle and it wasn't healing. So whatever, it worked. It's frequencies. So when people go, well, I don't believe in frequencies. Okay, well then stop using your cell phone. Stop living because everything is frequencies. So if you hit the right frequencies, good things can happen. So don't feel bad about experimenting with that tool that you have in your house. One of the saddest thing that we see is we have patients that will pass away and we'll get the rife back from them. And we have a way to look on the rife and see the last time you used it. I shouldn't be telling you this, but we have a way to look and you see this person passed away in March and they stopped using the rife. They haven't used it for 7 months. It's like, what the beans? You have this great tool. Though it's not a magic wand, it is amazing. So use it. Use it for whatever you want to use it for. You're not going to burn the thing out. You're not going to hurt yourself with it. Use this thing and experiment with different frequencies and different programs um, until you find and hit on what's going to be best for you. Currently, at our house, we have two rifes in our house. My grown kids all have a rife machine in their house. Using it for my grandkids or whatever they have going on, you should use this tool to the best of your ability.